Hey Vibrant Soul, how are we doing, Chosen? I'm hoping that this video finds you well and present in everything that you're doing. I just recorded a video and the thing deleted. Can you believe it? So, here we go again. It's fine, it's cool. Clearly, this is the second time. But anyway, I hope that this message finds you well. I'm well. I hope that you are good. And stepping into your highest timeline. I hope that you are being tender with yourself, you're showing yourself, you're pouring into yourself, okay? You're pouring love into yourself. I'm hoping that you are in the right space, in the right place, at the right time, doing what you need to do that's for your highest good, okay? Today we are going to be doing, today I'm going to be doing a Moonology reading. I'm going to do a 3-card pull, and we're going to look at the bottom of the card, which is the bottom of the deck, which will give us our final sort of like concluder. Oh, actually, no, it wants me to do 5 cards. Okay, let's do this then. Okay, so we've got 5 cards today. Might need to go into a part 2 if I don't get enough information out. So the first card was don't let pride get in your way, Vibrant Soul. So don't let pride get in your way. And we've got a full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. And then we've got meditate and contemplate. Emotions are running high. Your commitment is being tested, and have faith in your dreams. Whew. Wow. We seem to have the moon in most phases here. We've got full moon energy, new moon energy, super moon energy, first quarter moon energy, waxing crescent moon energy. We've got Leo, Pisces on the table. Wow. So, you know, we're all human at the end of the day. And sometimes we do lead with ego more than other times. That's perfectly natural, okay? We're not living at the top of a mountain. It's just not possible to do, you know, to kind of like have a balance in this time. Well, it is possible to have a balance, but, you know, without external factors coming in, you know, living within the system that we're living in. So I'm picking up that actually there's a situation that you've been dealing with that's had you in your ego and had you in your pride. And you've been using that as a survival mechanism to kind of like navigate your way through this situation, because it's been quite a difficult one for you. But you're actually being encouraged to actually now put aside your pride and your ego, or you turn the volume down a little bit, because we still need a little bit of pride and ego to exist, hey? And just put it down to the side for a moment and take a moment to just meditate and contemplate and just kind of like think about all of the things that have happened in the past and in the present, and also the energy that you want to call in the future. So meditate and contemplate, okay? And we've got, you know, it's new moon in Pisces. So new moon energy in Pisces, very creative, very fluid, you know, it's a go-getter, it's a new moon. So it's, you know, with the new moon energy, it's always about calling things in, isn't it? It's about trying to manifest your dreams and your desires, and with the full moon it's supposed to release it. But however the cycles resonate with you is however the cycles resonate with you. Sometimes in a new moon you might want to release. Sometimes with a full moon you might want to call in. It's really up to you. But whatever the situation that you've been dealing with, your emotions and emotions have been running high. But that's because everybody's been in their ego and in their pride, okay? And no one's actually stopped to take a moment to kind of like meditate on the situation or to contemplate what's actually happening, okay? And that's pretty normal, okay? We're emotional beings, okay? So that will happen. But this spread is encouraging you to kind of like come to this situation with the opposite energy that you've been using to drive the situation forward, or the energy that has been coming towards you, okay? And I see 555 as I just said that. So the energy that's been coming towards you and the energy that you've been operating at, these cards are encouraging you to come from the opposite. So if you've been faced with a very sort of like maybe a toxic situation, you know, very prideful, very ego driven, you know, just not a nice energy. You're encouraged to come from it from a different energy, which won't necessarily stop those external energies from being toxic. However, if you kind of like come from it from a different energy, you're able to shift your energy and your mental state, okay, which will bring you into a state of balance, because we cannot control our external factors. We can only control ourselves, okay? So these cards are encouraging you to control yourself, to manage and regulate yourself, so that you can then go forward and make the best choices, okay? So your commitment and your faith is being tested. So if you have just started on your spiritual journey, or you've been embarking on it for quite a while, or, you know, you're seasoned, or, you know, you're halfway, you know, you started a while ago, but you're still going through the twists and turns, you know, it's all a test. It's a test. So whatever you do, don't lose faith. Keep the faith, because there's a reason why you're being tested. Okay. And look at that. Look. Have faith in your dreams. There's a reason why you're being tested, okay? I guess if we all received what we wanted straight away, we wouldn't have any true gratitude for what we have or what we receive. So these cards are just reminding us that you're a soldier being tested for strength, and that's a good thing. So even though you're being tested, it's good, okay? Don't give up faith. Don't lose heart, because if you don't lose heart and you keep the faith, your dreams will come true. Keep the faith, okay? But be mindful that we can operate from a real high pride and high ego state, and we don't always necessarily get what we want. If anything, we always get the opposite of what we want and the opposite of what we need, because we're only tapping into one energetic field, okay? And that can be quite burdensome. All right. So, you know, if the emotions have been running high whilst you've been in this state, maybe try and come at it from a different perspective. It's now time to meditate. It's time to contemplate. It's time to step back. Okay. It's time to come at it from a different angle. Okay. Because once you start coming at it from a different angle, you're definitely, you know, your thought perspective and your emotional, your spiritual, everything's going to shift. Okay. But your commitment is being tested for this reason. Your commitment is being tested. You have to shift your mental and your spiritual thought patterns and your spiritual presence, you know, however this resonates for you, whether it's start going to a class, you know, sit and meditating with yourself more, listening to different types of music, you know, starting to draw, however that resonates for you, I would encourage you to do it. If you've had a thought on it and it's been coming up a couple of times, this is your message to go with it. Okay, go with it and drive that energy forward. Okay. Well, I hope that this message resonated with you in some way, shape or form. Please do take a moment to like, share and follow. Yeah, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. Just be mindful that there's an opposite to everything. There's a yin and yang to everything. So however you've been operating, that's been taking you out of your comfort zone, like taking you and putting you into your pride and ego, it's now time to kind of to change the direction, change perspective on things. But don't give up, because that's not what spirit wants for you. You know, that's not what spirit wants for you. Okay, vibrant soul, try. Take care. Love you loads. Enjoy your day. Drink your water. Get out and get some fresh air. Okay, get out and get some fresh air. I don't want to hear anything. Love you.